Mhm.
All right, our people. It's not my people anymore, it's our people. Welcome to this live stream. My name is Jeremy. We got Frederick here, and we are about to dive into some markets, check what's going on in the markets. It's been a slow day today, bank holidays in the US, so not much volume in the markets, and therefore not much happening. So basically a good day to take a day off, back test your strategy and stuff like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to look at setups for the rest of the week. We had this session actually yesterday, and I don't know what went wrong, but we had some technical failures. So me and Frederick were talking, and we thought that we were streaming live, but we weren't. So that's that. With that said, my man Frederick, share your screen, and let's see what we got here today. And if anybody got questions or anything, please type it in the chat box. We love interacting with the people watching, so we will love that.
All right. So we're gonna start with the basic. We're gonna look how the dollar is gonna move. So because we all know that the dollars moves in a certain direction, then we can start trading pairs against that. So that's what we're gonna start. So we already see in dollar has entered into the buy zone. So basically what we're waiting for, and I think is gonna happen, I think even actually tonight under the China session, is we're going to see it dropping down in this area. And then we may be going to start London and New York with this way up here. And what does mean for us is now we need to look at the pairs that we are going to trade against and with, so we can see how the market is going to go. So now we know that the dollar is going to go up, and that's what we need to focus on. So first we can start looking at NAS 100, since we all like to trade NAS 100, especially on the New York session. NAS is right now in a special area because we are on the way up, but we are on the way up to a zone that's going to make it drop. And Jeremy and I have been talking a little about the American economics and the world economics, and we think it's going to basically drop, and that means we're going to ride along with it. So if we go on the monthly on the NAS 100 and we pull our Fibonacci level from this high to this low, we can see now starting to enter 88.6. What's going to happen when it's entering 88.6? It's usually just wicks in, and then it's going to drop, because this is the area of support, no, demand zone is what we're calling it. So on daily basis, we are still looking for buys on the NAS 100, but in the big picture, we're going to catch all of this because there's so much liquidity needs to be fulfilled in this area. And if you catch this one, then you're rich. So that's what we're looking at NAS. So what we basically can do, we can go down to 4 hours now, and we're still in an uptrending market. That basically means we're going to look for buys for now. Can also do some small sells that I've been watching, but yeah, in the bigger picture, and our rules is we stick to the trend, and that means we're not going to sell in an uptrending market. So when we're pulling the Fibonacci from the last low to the last high, this is the area we wanted to retract to. So we are looking for it to come back down to this area before we're going to start buying it up again. So this is what we're looking for on the daily basis now on NAS 100 in the New York session, until it comes up to this area that is 88. What the happened now? Give me a second. Monthly reset. Here we go. Daily. We still have a long way until it's in this pocket, but we can start to get ready for looking for sells when it's going up in this area. You can see we already have marked up our area of sell here.
So the red zone that you are marking out as the sell area above the Fibonacci levels, that is a sell order block, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So basically what we have there for beginners on the stream, we have a lot of sell orders accumulated there. So it's a major supply zone. And based on that, it's pulled on a daily time frame. It's a very strong sell zone. And what me and Frederick have been looking for the last month, I would say, is the collapse of the US stock market. So, and this is, we think, not only us, like most professionals and experts out there think that the US market will collapse, the Euro market also as well. And the first place you will see that is in the NAS 100 and S&P 500. So, but before the collapse happens, before any types of collapses like that, we always see a crazy frenzy boom market where the market is just, it seems like there's no stop. It just wants to go up, 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 up. Like you can refer to Bitcoin, for example. Before the major drop, you will see that parabolic rise of the price. And in this case here, we're looking for it to come into the sell order blocks, come into the supply zone of the Fibonacci. And from there, that's kind of time-wise and price-wise, I think it's just a perfect place for it to collapse from. And when we say collapse, it means we expect it to drop maybe 50%. So that's a lot, but yeah, that's what's going to happen.
So, and you can also see, for those of you who don't know what the Fibonacci is, it's a retracement tool of areas that is strong. It's like basically it's on sale. Here is on 50% sale, here is on 61% sale, here is on 78.6% sale, and here is 88.6. 88.6 usually is just a quick tap and then it's turn almost every time. So as you can see here, we have an imbalance here on the daily basis that lines perfectly up with the 88.6. That means this is our area of point of interest. Of course, it's on a daily basis, so we need to go on lower time frame and see it break structure a couple of times and pullbacks before we're going to enter it. But on the daily basis, when it comes up to this area, we're going to look for sales to catch this. So this is going to be a huge trade, and you want to be with us on this one. So yeah, that's the NAS 100.
Is that make you rich trade?
100%.
Yeah, but it's definitely a swing trade. It's a long-term trade, but it's definitely worth sticking around for.
Yeah, and most of the market are in these areas now of returns. Actually, you can go down to AUD CAD. We've been watching this one for a long time also. As you can see, we have already done an analysis on yesterday. It's left the sell zone and broke into a buy zone. And you can see when I have pulled the Fibonacci from, pull it again. This one is a little bit special because I'm going to pull it from here. I'm pulling it from this low to this high. And then we can see where our point of interest area. So we can see it's a demand zone here. And it's lining perfectly up with the sell block. You can see it almost had tapped into this sell block on the daily basis. But we wanted to go inside this sell block here and start messing a little bit around and pick up some liquidity before we're going to enter on the turn on the way up. So this one also, you can see here we have a lot of area to cover on the way up. So basically, yeah, this is what you can expect, maybe even higher also if it turns the right way. So that's what we're looking at now from AUD CAD. And the AUD CAD, I hope, is going to be active this week, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday. That's what we're looking at. When it's going into this zone, we're going to be on guard to see how it's reacting in here.
At what price level does the zone start at?
0.90072 to 0.90195.
All right, cool.
And you can see if I go on the hourly time frame, we're going to find some, let's say this area. We have two buy blocks here. but we want to cover this low because, as we all know, market likes to go down and take out the stop losses to people, and people put their stop loss here and here, and sometimes even here. That's why we wanted to be safe in this area.
Exactly.
So that's what we're looking at. And you also have the confluence of the old trend line that is going from here. So we wanted to retest the trend line, because if we don't retest, we don't enter the trade. And now that is in a buy zone, it's no point of looking for sells. You can take small sells and stuff, but me personally, I don't do it. You can also see we can pull the trend line from this area, and then we can see like where this wants to be ish to get an indication of where it's going to turn. So we wanted to retest this area here, but this is on the 1 hourly time frame, so it's starting to come together, so we can get ready for this trade. Actually, this one I found yesterday, the AUD JPY. This is also in a little cool area that we can actually start looking for salespeople. Because first I wanted to break this one, but I'm going to break it down for you first. So on the daily basis, we can do exactly the same thing as we did from NAS. We can pull it from here to the last low that is down here. And then we can see the zone that it is in now on daily basis. We also have a sell order block laying here that has been tapping into. And we have the 88.6 on the Fibonacci level. So the only thing we're waiting for now on 4 hourly time frame or 1 hourly time frame is for it to enter inside of this area. I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this, and basically everything, because I'm going to break it down again. So let's go to the 1 hourly. We can see it has done the same thing here. It has breaking over from buy zone to the little sell zone, and I personally wanted to let it retest this area again before we're going to enter the trade, because this equal low is that it has not broken structure yet. So we wanted it to break structure and then retrace, and then we're going to enter the trade. So it's going to look like maybe something like this. This area is safe now. So yeah. Can I do anything from this area? You also see a lot of liquidity that needs to be fulfilled here. So this is also a trade we're looking for to enter from either this area. But first we want a break of structure to the downside. So we have a confirmation that is going to the downside. Of course, you can go to lower time frame and you can start see still hasn't broke structure, as you guys see. We wanted to break structure that is basically this level before it goes anywhere, or we're going to enter any trade at all. Because when it breaks structure here, then we are safe that is in a downtrend. So that is what we're looking at the AUD JPY.
Nice one, man.
Yeah, Euro USD, everything isn't actually in a really cool place right now. If you're looking at Euro USD, it went from being an uptrend, buy zone, so people can know. Buy zone. So we have our sell zone here. Now we know it's going to it's in sell. It's broken structure multiple times. Change of character, break a structure. It already has retraced to our area of point of interest, and that is this area here. What makes it special today is because of the American banks were closed, so we cannot trade this one safely until it has opened tomorrow. So we're going to see how it behaves, but in this case we wanted it to go on a lower time frame, and I wanted to come up to this area, and then we can enter the trade safely, because then it has fulfilled everything. So I think we will see a little pop up, and then we're going to start looking for sell. But we have to be careful in this area, because as you guys see, it's a really, really, really big buy order
block.
And this basically mean is banks. So what we can actually see here is for it to start to retrace up again. So that's what we're looking at, the Euro USD. So yeah, so little 90 pips trade can be good here. If we pull the Fibonacci from, let's say, this one to this one, we see it lines up perfectly with the 88.6 on the Fibonacci level, this order block. So that's what we can look for on this one.
I think that will actually be a very nice buy opportunity.
Agree, because then I think we can buy it from here with our stop loss maybe here-ish. Then we can buy all the way up to the trend line and see how it behaves. But if it breaks this point, then we're still on sell. If it breaks this area here, we go underneath this, then we want to see it go down and retest, and then we're going to enter a new sell here to the downside. So that's how we can look at this one. But as you guys see on, let's say, 4-hourly time frame, it's a lot to the downside that need to be fulfilled. So we can actually see it turn right now. Because if this is going to continue up, it needs to go down, pick up all this liquidity before it's going to start go to the upside again. As you guys see, it's tired now, it's out of speed. So
it's losing its momentum, right?
Yeah, correct.
Not only that, like the way it's shaping now, for me, it looks like the price wants to collapse.
Yeah.
Like okay, we have the higher low, and that is of course good. But now what it looks like it's forming is a lower high.
Yeah.
And that is just major weakness. But we're not done with this yet, so we will see what happens. But the way it's forming, the structure it's forming, it looks like it wants to collapse.
Yeah. And you can see it basically have already started, because now we're on the 4-hourly time frame and we see this break of structures to the downside. That's a good thing, because then it means like the market is going down. We have a confluence that is starting to go down, and now it does a thing to go back to fulfill the orders that are going to push it down to the downside.
Thomas is asking if it doesn't look like a cup and handle.
It can be. It can be. It can look something like this. So for those of you who don't know, cup and handle is something like this. And then it's going to go to the upside. So like we're saying, everything is coming down to when it's coming to I hate this pen. Everything is coming down to this order block that is on the 1-hourly time frame here. But since it's on 1-hourly time frame, it's not so strong. If we've been on the 4-hourly time frame or daily time frame, then it will be strong. So we can actually start to see falling sideways all the way down here. So we just have to monitoring it. But this is the major point first that is have to break before we can start looking for bigger sells. Because if it break this point, then we wanted to let it retract up to somewhere around this area, or maybe even up in this area, and then we can sell it again. Because we wanted to be 100% sure it's going down before we enter the trades.
Exactly.
Because this is big trades we're looking at now, not small on intraday or daily basis. This is trade you can maybe hold for a week, a month, and stuff like that. And of course, we're going to have to take profit levels on them. So
how many pips we got on this trade? Let's see if you're on the same mode like yesterday.
This one?
Yesterday, he didn't call out a single trade that was under 400 pips. Like everything was just monster, buffet, pip buffet.
If we take it from this point, what I think is going to happen, like let's say do this area to at least down here, we're on 300 pips.
All right, cool.
So,
but then of course, multiples take profits along the way. So we secure the profits, we secure the bags.
Yeah.
But I definitely agree with you on what you said that if it bounces off the 38.2 there on the bigger time frame, yeah. So then we need to see it come back into the sweet spot zone before we look for continuation and sell.
Yeah, agreed. So this is a small sell like this. You guys have to understand, we can look for trades like this that is going to be over in a couple of hours or maybe minutes, or it all depends. But like if you're going to take the big trades, we need more movement to be 100% sure. So this one especially, we don't care if you come down here and bounce up. We know it's already in the sell zone, because as long as it doesn't break this one, then we're good. Then we want to see it going like this. So we're going to enter here. Basically, that's what we want to do. Because here we have the confluence from the Fibonacci that is in a safe zone of return. So yeah, that's what I see for Euro USD. This one is Euro GBP. I don't want to trade it right now because, like we see here, if you go on the 4-hourly time frame, we are still in a sell zone, and there's no point to start selling here. So what I want to see, if you're going to trade this one, is to retract to this area, retest, and then it's going to fall. But then it can already go like this. It depends. As long as it doesn't break over to this point, then we're happy. But you can already see now this is the 50% and 61.8% on the Fibonacci level. So it's a good chance it's going to retrace. It's already taken out this area. Already taken out this area. So now we wanted to take out this area before we're going to enter. So that is Euro GBP. GBP CHF.
I actually like the sell that you pointed out from the sweet spot zone there. Yeah, this one. It's I think it's a very good sell entry for a sell position.
Yeah. So what we're going to do now, we're going to mark up our alarms on TradingView. So basically we can just wait until we pop up an alarm, and then we can start look for trades, because there's a lot of stuff we want to see in here on the 4-hourly time frame before we're going to enter the trade. So it doesn't matter for us if it pops up here, goes a little bit down, because then we just go on lower time frames and wait for the retracement, and then we're going to enter. So that's what I'm looking for, Euro GBP. And patience is the key in this. So GBP CHF, also the same, still in the uptrending market. Not so much to trade on right now. We want to see it either retrace down here, or we want it to go down to the 88.6 area, and then we can start look for buys. So, and you also see it's 88.6 and 78.6 is lining up nicely with the buy order block. You see here is a lot of liquidity laying. So, and you see every area is matching the liquidity areas. So we should be good for buys on GBP CHF this week. And if you catch this one, we can at least, let us see. Yeah, still major stuff to the upside we can pick up right here. So still on big pips move.
Oh shit, there's a lot of liquidity up on the upside.
Check on daily. Yeah. So we at least can go from, let's say we take it from, okay, just here until first up 86 is correct, 867 pips, and basically we just need to see what happened. But as you guys see, it's a lot of liquidity that needs to be covered. So, but we will see. This is what we're looking at for GBP CHF. GBP USD. Okay, I'm going to check it daily first. We're in an uptrending market. We wanted it to come down this area before we're going to start look for buys on this one. Like the big buy. When it's retesting here, it's going to be a big buy. Just on a daily basis. And you see I already marked up my Fibonacci here, so we can take it from, okay, we can take it from here to this. And now you see the golden zone, 50% and 61.8% is in the buy block. That basically means for us is a good retracement to this area before we're going to look for buys.
Oh, there's also very sweet buy, man. Very, very, very beautiful buy.
So that's what we're waiting for now. And this can happen, I don't know, upcoming week, next week. Doesn't matter to us. We're going to monitor it and keep it under control. So we're going to catch it. So this is what I'm seeing at GBP USD, GBP JPY. Still the same thing, actually. We can go on. Now it's on a daily basis here. This one is no point for us to start trade now, especially in the uptrending market, because it's so high and there's so much momentum on it. So we wanted to. I'm gonna delete this and this and this and this and this and this. So what we want to see first now on the 4-hourly time frame or 1-hourly time frame, it's the same as the other one for it to break structure. If it doesn't break structure, then we don't sell. If it's starting to break structure, then we can start to look for sell to the downside to retest the area of our interest point.
And for new people on the stream, can you explain what break of structure is?
Break of structure is when it's changing the trend, is breaking the old structure. So now the old structure is still in the uptrend, and when it's break structure, it basically breaks the last lower high.
Exactly. So what we see now is an uptrend. So it's always higher lows forming, and higher highs, of course. So now to see a break of structure and change of character, we want to see a lower low forming instead of a higher low. So if we see a lower low, that's a break of structure. And that means basically the uptrend has lost its character.
Correct. And then after we see the lower low, we're waiting for it to create a new lower high, and then we're going to enter off the lower high. So it's going to look like something like this. And then we're going to enter in this area. That's lower high. That's the lower low.
Yeah. And this is what we always say also, that trading is a game of patience, because of course you can find trades anywhere and everywhere, but good high quality trades, you have to wait for them. You do a setup, and just like this one, for example, you need to wait for the market to break structure first to confirm that the trend is broken, that it's a change of character. When that is confirmed, we want to see the market retrace back up so we can enter the sell. So like it's a game of patience, and in trading, the one who has the most patience is the one that wins. The patient ones takes money from the impatient ones. That is like a basic rule in trading. So remember that the more patient you are, the higher the probability is that you're winning in the long term and that you're accumulating money on a consistent basis.
So that's what we're looking at the GBP JPY, basically. So we can start look for sells soon. And we also, if you look at this for a swing perspective, we have a big break of structure here. So that in the long term is telling us that we're can take it from here to, let's say, break structure here. This is our area of big swing trades. If it comes down to this area, then we can start look for buys again, because here was the last break of structure to the upside and is going most likely to retract, but this is swing. So this is like this, you can hold a month, you can hold 2 months, 3 months, it doesn't matter. When was
that high created?
This one?
No, sorry, that one, exactly.
May 23, 2nd of May.
So that was like a month ago almost. Yeah. So just so you guys get the time frame on this.
And 4 hour.
All right, nice.
I'm going to check it right now, actually. I'm going to go on the daily basis just to see what, or monthly, actually, to get a good overview, because here's what we see in the monthly. That basically means we can start look for good sells perhaps soon. So like we always want to go on the higher time frame. So let's say in this area, this is in 2007. So we don't need to go so long back, but we can go to this area of 15. And we pull our Fibonacci here. This is why it's an interesting level also. I think we can start to look for sell in this area. because you see it's 88.6 and 78.6 area. So now we just want it to turn, and then we can be offered big sell. And it's also this need to be fulfilled, so we can actually maybe take the whole picture of this. And this is what we're looking at now.
Has that imbalance just above, has that one been swept? No, it hasn't.
No. It's still valid.
Yeah.
It's untouched. So what we can see here is for it to continue up, tap into this one, and then we can drop.
Yeah, the confluence there is perfect with the 61.8.
Yeah. And for those of you who've been following Jeremy for a long time now, you know how his Fibonacci game is. So yeah, that's why we're using this one now for us, for our own sake. So it's so much stuff showing that the market is going to turn. And if you think about it in the big picture, most of the things we've been telling you guys now is start looking for sells in the long term. In every pair we have been looking at now, it's sells. And remember, we talked about NAS 100 is going to drop. What does the rest of the market showing you?
Yeah.
That the financial system is no longer in a nice position.
Especially currency pairs that are paired against US dollar, you can expect them to, the opposite, to pump, because we're expecting the US dollar to start dropping more. And of course, the opposite, US dollar paired against other currency pairs will drop. But then you have also, like here, we're looking at GBP JPY, and JPY has been weak for a very long time. As anything paired against it has been flying, basically. So, yeah.
The only thing we can start just look for big sells. If this is gonna save the world, we just need to break this area.
Wait, what is this on a monthly basis?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is
so much on the bigger picture now. All the Fibonacci levels and everything is lining up to the, like most of the things we've been analyzing now is in a monthly or daily or 4 hourly. We have been on 1 hourly in some area just to see if we can re-enter, but most of them have been on 4 hourly and monthly. So that's what we're looking at in the big picture for GBP JPY. USD CAD can actually, yeah, can do the same thing here. Take it from here to this area. Remember, this is another picture. This one is still consolidating, so we're not going to trade it until it's either outside. Why is it red? It should not be red, it should be white. This area or this area. That's the only way we're going to trade this one. If it breaks here, here, or not going to do it, or if it breaks here, retest, and then that's the only way. I'm not trading consolidating markets. So I wanted to break one of those levels before we're going to enter a trade in this one. So, but that's personal preference. So I don't see so much trades happening here right now at the moment.
Yeah.
So then we can go to USD JPY.
Go back to that chart and go once. All right, so here I'm looking at something.
This is monthly.
Yeah, I see that. So for example, you have, let's see here. You have strong support. Why can't I draw? Oh no. Okay, perfect. So you have some support here, and we just rejected the support, and we are collapsing now. So the interesting thing would be to pull Fibonacci from this low to this high and see where we are in this drop.
All right.
Going on.
Give me a second. I'm going to drop time frame, okay? I'm going to drop down to 4 hours so we can get a little bit bigger and look what's happening here. Oh, that's good. So where did you want the fib from?
What are we now? 4 hour. All right, cool. So I wanted the fib. Wait, I got confused now.
Okay,
Go to the daily. Yeah, exactly. So so from the bottom, so I would say here.
Yeah. Okay.
To here. You see, so we are nicely in the sweet spot. We're tapping into the sweet spot. So we could actually be looking for buy opportunities. The only thing is that we need to watch out for is the lows that it has, the highs, I mean, that it has created. And now we have broken the low. So we're forming a lower low. So yeah. Now, you know what? I take it back. We probably will see a bounce and then maybe a continuation, like further. So
yeah, I think so too. If you take like you said, draw the.
you kind of like you drew. I didn't even see this, but this is perfect. This here, boop, boop, boop. Yeah.
I think we took it yesterday. Actually, we looked
Okay.
at it yesterday because here's a sell. That's in the daily time frame. Sell order block. And here is the imbalance that I think we talked about yesterday that we wanted to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
And when it's fulfilling this, we can start look for sells. Or it's going to retrace up to this and tap in, and then we're going to start look for sells.
Exactly.
So in this area, we're going to start look for sells, but not until it retests. Because I think if you see here, we have a buy order block. We have an imbalance laying right here. So we want them to be fulfilled before we're gonna see what happens. So yeah, it's a lot of things playing that are important to look out for, especially on this pair. So yeah, so I don't see this one. You need to look a little bit more into before we're gonna do anything and get some like confirmation that is retracing to the area we wanted to retrace.
So USD CAD is basically a no trade right now. We just
correct
looking for what it's going to do, how it's behaving, and then we adapt.
That's it. And now we can check out USD JPY. Can do it here, same thing. We can actually start on the daily basis. Of course, you're going to pull our beloved Fibonacci.
And USD JPY is also, I just got to flick in there, it's also a currency pair that we are looking for a major sell eventually happening. You are on the daily time frame here, right? So because there's a lot of liquidity that it has left behind, and we're looking for that to be cleared eventually. But when that happens, we don't know, because we've been looking for that trade to happen for a while now.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen somewhere around this area.
Yeah, this would be confluently perfect with the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement. We would have a nice confluence. This would be like a spot on sell opportunity, but if it gets up there, there's a lot of pips to come all the way up there.
Yeah, so we can still look for buys on this one, on the small trades, I think, as you see here. Let's say we pull it like this. Now I'm going to drop down to, let's say, 1 hourly time frame. Oh shit, I need to go longer, 4 hourly. Okay, so what we want to see here, I'm going to delete this, I want to delete this, and I want to delete this. And I'm going to remove this, and this, and this. So now we can do it in the basic level. It just broke structure, so that's a good thing. That means it's going to retrace soon. When it starts retracing, you can start looking for buys. So in this area, we can see 88.6 is lining up perfectly with the old trend line. But we can also actually starting to see going around this area before we can start looking for buys. So here, and let's see, we have a buy order block laying right here. So this is buy order block is lining perfectly up with the golden pocket in our Fibonacci, and right over it we have the imbalance. So what we want to see is just tap into here or tap into this one, and then we can start looking for buys. If we're going to start looking for sells, we wanted to break structure first in smaller time frame, like let's say 1 hourly time frame. We can break structure. We wanted to break this one first. It breaks this one, then we can start looking for sells to the downside of this area. Then we wanted to see this, Then we want it to come down up here, and then we can start entering into small sell in this area here. That's the only way we're going to sell it. Until we get the break of structures to the downside, we're not. So yeah, that's actually the only. Oh, we have Euro JPY. I've been playing a little bit around with this one today, just to see how it behaves. I think actually I'm in this trade. Shit. But that's not recommended because I'm just checking out how it's gonna go. So what I'm seeing here though, I can take it on the longer base. Let's go daily basis.
Du må låse opp iPhonen din først.
Yeah, for you guys that don't know, Frederick got a secret girlfriend from Siri. She always likes to get involved in our streams.
She always coming out in our streams.
You got comments. ask her what is the market gonna do?
Okay. No, I don't think so. I cannot answer that. All right, so on the daily basis, we're in an uptrend. We all agree we're in an uptrend. And here we have multiple confluence that it looks good for us to start looking for buys. So those of you who have been into patterns trading before, I know a lot of you don't use it. I'm not using it so much. Jeremy not using it so much, but it can be sometimes a good, let's say, point of view to how the market is looking. So in this area, I have a double bottom. You retested on the neckline that is right here. And what's that telling us? It means now we can start to look for retracement, because now it's going to retest again on the trend line, we hope. So in this area, we can take our Fibonacci from this level to this level. And then we can see it lines up really good. The buy order block is between 78.6 and 61.8. And if we drop down to lower time frame, that we need to start doing now is we can start. There's a lot of imbalance here that needs to be fulfilled, and here is a major point of liquidity as we see, and that tells us it's need to go down, sweep it, and continue up. So in this case, that's why I'm checking it out right now. I wanted it to break. This is the last low, yeah. Somewhere around this area, so we get a break of structure to the downside, and then we can take the big one up here to start looking for sell to the downside. Because momentum like this, when this drops, is going to drop. When this turns, it's going to turn.
Yeah, and you can clearly see also that it has definitely lost its momentum. So it's like consolidating up there now. Looks like it's just getting ready for a drop, actually.
Yeah, we can actually start to look on, let's say, 15 minutes time frame.
Almost a triangle.
Yeah, it has, because as you see, it's already changed character here. It's broken structure, and now we wanted to break. We wanted to break this, especially the 50 EMA. If it breaks it underneath the 50 EMA, we're safe. Then what we are going to look at in the prosperous channel, and we're going to send signal on it most likely, is when it breaks down here and then it's retracing somewhere around this area. That is when we're going to send a sell signal to the downside. That's
either that area or this here. I would look for this, like if it breaks down, I would look for it to retrace. Yeah, first stop here, then second stop here.
Yeah,
and they were looking for the sales.
Yeah, correct. So as you see, we had a lot of juicy trades coming our way, we hope. And yeah, that's it. I don't think I have analyzed so much more. It's already been through half of the market, and we're going to trade half of them, I guess. But yeah, but what's good is, let's say, the USD JPY and GBP JPY, they almost looks the same. So basically, if GBP JPY falls, we can also trade USD JPY to the downside. Or no, other way around, yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have lots of nice trades coming. So that's it. It's what we have to offer for today.
Nice, Thomas. You're coming in with the positive energy. Happy days. We love that. More happy days, please. Yeah, man. All right, Frederick, you got anything more to add to this?
No, I think I'm done. I have emptied my brain with all I got yesterday. So
Listen, guys, Frederick just gave you a buffet of trades. I hope you guys took notes. If you didn't, watch the recording again because there's a lot of setups here, and a lot of them are high quality setups. So you definitely want to jot them down, put some alerts, alarms on your trading view so you don't miss out on them. And if you're not in the Prosperous Telegram channel, make sure you join it. Link is in the description box below because we will call out those trades there. But with that said, enjoy this buffet. As I said, watch the video again if you didn't catch all the trades. And tomorrow, we see you guys 3:25 on the live stream for the New York session. All right? With that said, have a beautiful evening. Stay prosperous, trade safe, and peace out.